like, whatever. So they have time. So like, whatever. They wait for Yuri to fix the thing. While they're doing that, Joyce and Hopper are trying to get a little freaky, kissy. But yeah, they start getting freaky. But that's when they call back. And when they get the call back, it's not even Owen. It's the girl, his little homegirl that's in Alaska, his little soldier or whatever. Not Alaska, in Hawkins. And she's basically telling him that Owen's indisposed because the military has him. I don't know what they're doing with him. Owen's indisposed, and she basically informs him that her kids, because remember, Joyce was doing all this time. She don't even know all the shit that's going on with her kids and freaking Hawkins, and they're traveling, and that they're not at home, the assassin. She don't know none of that. Homegirl basically updates her to tell her that Elle is with Mike and them, and they're going to Hawkins to save the animals. I mean, save the people. I said save the animals. Kill the goddamn creatures and save the people. So, yeah, she just basically updates them what the hell is going on. And then they realize that they can't use Owen to get out of there, so they gotta rely on Yuri. Yeah. So they're like, oh my God, what can we do? Because we can't make it to Hawkins. We gotta get there right now. And then Hopper's like, I gotta save Elle. That's my baby girl. I haven't seen her in forever because it's been like 8 months, okay? So they're like, what can we do? Joyce, my bitch, Joyce, she came up with an awesome plan. She was like, basically, remember we seen them animals in the lab. If we go kill them animals that's there, that will probably help, because those are part of the portal or some scientific ass shit. If we go kill them, that will help the kids in Hawkins when they go to fight Vecna. Even though she don't know his name is Vecna, she just knows some upside down shit. And so they're like, all right, that's the plan. We just need to go back to the prison. And some of them are like, we just escaped. But anyways, they're like, okay, so they all go and they leave the Russian guard to fucking force Yuri to not fuck up and do the plane. Because they need to take the plane out of there. Like, after they're done killing all the animals. Like, they need to get the fuck. Because they're still wanted for escaping prison and shit. So, yeah. They go back to the prison. And then Hopper, like, they don't realize, once they get back to the prison, they see that all the freaking lab animals have escaped, so it's not gonna be as easy as thought. They're fucking killing everybody in the prison, like. And so Hopper makes a plan that they're just gonna like go trap them all in one place and then basically kill the fuck out of them. And then Murray goes and gets like a flamethrower or some shit like that. So yeah, Hopper and them, they trap the ones that they need. They trap basically all of them. They trap most of them. And yeah, we're just gonna leave them there. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Hawkins. Okay, so in Hawkins, they get all the materials they need or whatever. And so this is how they split it up. Whew, out of breath. Steve, Nancy, Robin, Dustin, and Eddie are all going to the Upside Down. And Lucas, Erica, and Max are gonna go to that house in the real world. Okay. And so they all go to the Upside Down with their tools, and but Steve, Nancy, and Robin, they go to the Upside Down through a different portal than Dustin and Eddie. Dustin and Eddie go through the portal in Eddie's little trailer because remember there's a portal there. So Dustin and Eddie are going to go through the portal so they can distract the bats, because there's hella bats in the attic. There's no way for Steve and Nancy and them to go in the attic to hide to kill Vecna, because the fucking bats will tear them fuck up like they did my baby Steve. But he's okay. So like, okay, so that's their plan. And then Max is going to the house just to lure Vecna out of the attic, and so Nancy and them can go away, and when he come back, they're gonna beat his fucking ass. So yeah, so basically they go do that. Max go lure Vecna in the thing. It takes him a minute, but then she finally gets to him. And so then yeah, Vecna get her, and yeah, okay, now I'm sorry, it's so much going on. I'm trying to remember everything. Okay, so then while they're all doing that, getting their position ready, Elle and all them in Nevada or whatever the fuck they're at, Elle and Mike and them, Jonathan, Will, Hi Guy, who else is with them? I think that might just be it. I might be wrong. But anyways, that's irrelevant. So they figure out they're not gonna be able to get to Hawkins in time for them to do the thing. So Elle's like, oh yeah, I can go in the mine just like Vecna, and I can help Max fight Vecna through the mine. I just need like a tank and like hella water, because remember she can do that shit with water and salt and all that shit. So they're like, how are we gonna find all this shit? Haggai comes in handy once again, and he's like, oh yeah, remember the pizza shop I work at, they have one out here, so let's go find one, and it has everything we're gonna need there. So like, okay. They go there. Basically, it's the guy just like him. They bribe him with weed to use the shop. They're able to use the shop. So Elle gets in the tub, and she basically tries to go in Max's mind and find her and find Max to help her before Vecna finds her. But Vecna already found Max back in Hawkins. That's where we're gonna go. And he was like, she just keeps trying to find good memories, but he keeps coming to ruin them. But Elle finally finds her, but Vecna has found her first, obviously. I just said that. And they start fighting, and Elle is beating his ass for a good little minute, and we think everything's good. And the Upside Down, Dustin and Eddie successfully like distract the bats, bring them to him, because Eddie plays like a kick-ass fucking guitar solo. He kills that. And they distract him good, and then they run into the freaking trailer, and then the bats come attacking them in the damn trailer, and like they try to go back to the real world, and Dustin makes it through, but then they see that the bats, I think, are going back or whatever, so they need more distraction. So Eddie decides to freaking sacrifice himself and go distract the bats. While he's distracting the bats, Nancy and Robin and Steve, they're going into the house in the Upside Down. They're going up there. Well, all this time, this is why us beating Vecna. But then, I don't know what happens, but Vecna starts beating Elle's ass. He's like getting powerful there. You know, he's talking shit. He's getting in her head. And basically, he's able to get her. He wrapped Elle up. He wrapped Max up. He wraps Steve and all of them in the house with vines and shit, choking the fuck out of them. And then, like, they're getting beat the fuck up. And Dustin and Eddie, and then Dustin's like, fuck no, I'm not leaving Eddie there. So he comes up with some contraction to pull Eddie, but it pulls him down, and he ends up like hurting his leg real bad, and you screaming and shit. And Eddie don't want the birds to come get him, so he is like distracting the birds with himself again, even though Dustin's trying to find him. So we're gonna leave them there. And so remember, Max and Lucas and Erica at that. So Erica's outside because she's like being the midway between the Upside Down and them, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, she's being the midway. So while she's doing that, someone in the neighborhood watch seeing them going to the vacant mansion or whatever, Vecna's house. And so they told the jock boy, I believe his name is Jordan, because remember, they're still looking for the Hellfire Club because they believe that they're a cult or whatever. They're the one who's doing all this. This nigga's sad because Chrissy died or some shit. So he goes and basically tells the jocks that are looking for him that he's seen them there, and he's like, oh no, we're finna turn up. So he's like, let's go. They attack Erica. What the fuck is a big ass kid attacking a little ass girl like that? But he attacked her, he was holding her down, body slammed her. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, the fuck? And then Jordan go in the house. He go in the house at the wrong time because Max is already taken by Vecna. Her eyes is rolling back and shit. And Jordan, I believe his name is Jordan. It could be something else, but you know what I'm talking about. It's the freaking jock guy. Jock Jordan. Yeah, feel me? We've just finna call him that. He like, oh shit, what are y'all doing? Is this what you did to Chrissy? Like, y'all doing some crazy ass shit. She the one who called the demon. He's like, basically, wake her the fuck up so she can tell me what's going on and not you. And he's like, and Lucas is like, I can't, just don't believe me. This is not the time. Because it's really not the time. You don't even need to be there, annoying guys. He's like, I can't. And he starts freaking the fuck out. And he pulls a gun out. And you know his little white ass been trying to pull a gun out on Lucas. Talking mad shit. Talking about he's lying. Lucas is trying to explain to him. He pulled the gun out on him. He's threatening to shoot. He's like, if you don't wake her up in 5 seconds, I'm gonna fucking shoot your ass. And he was like, don't. He can't wake her up like his dead ass. Because he can't wake her up. And so he's like not believing him. They're going back on words. He's trying to explain to her that Chrissy was just going to the thing. It's not, he's just basically trying to explain to her. Jordan not trying to hear none of that. You already know he on one. He's mad as fuck that his bitch died. Like, it's the whole thing. So basically he tried to shoot him, but then Lucas like flings the gun out of his hand or whatever, and they're just basically fist fighting and shit. Max is still getting fucking hit by Vecna. She started flying up in the air because he really trying to kill him. Jordan's really trying to kill Lucas. Like, he's choking the fuck out that nigga. Erica over there, she get escaped and she try to come save Lucas. She finally get up there. But Lucas, he grows some balls or some shit, and he beats the fuck out of Jordan's ass. And Max is still up in the air. He can't save her, but at least he's not getting killed by fucking Jordan. I feel like that's his name, but I low-key feel like that's not his name. But anyways, him and Erica are good. They just see Max in the air. because like I said, Vecna ended up taking over, and he's like got Max like that. He's trying to take her eyes out, you know how Vecna does. And like the town is like crumbling and having like a big ass earthquake. Everybody basically dying and shit. Like it's hella scary. And so then Will, because remember Ella's in the tank, so not Will. Mike, he see her going on, and then Will's ass, he like, tell her you love her. His ass. Like, and he's over here crying and shit, sad, but trying to motivate his damn friend. I don't know. And so basically he motivate her. And mind you, while he's motivating her, remember Joyce and Hopper and them are all back at the jail, the prison or whatever, and they end up like killing them. Murray killed the fuck out of them with a flamethrower. Hopper and them killed them with the gun. So that like weakens Vecna. Elle gets her powers back listening to Mike. So basically she turns up, kills the fuck out of Vecna, and then like everybody like and remember because Nancy and Steve and Robin are being held by the vines. When they kill them, they get let go from the vines, so they're able to run to the attic. Elle beating the fuck out of them. That fire from the prison is fucking him up. Max falls down or whatever, so she's not dead all the way yet. And so basically Vecna gets beat the fuck up. Elle beat his fucking ass, and he's not dead, so he go back into the attic, and guess who's waiting for his ass? Nancy, Robin, and Steve, and they basically fuck his ass up some more, and he just fucked the hell up, and Max is passed out, and we go to see Dustin, and we're trying to see what the fuck happened, and Eddie's dying, and basically Eddie dies, which is really sad, because I sort of liked his character. He was a real cool guy. He sacrificed himself, which is cool, but it's sort of like he would have been fucked in real life anyway once he goes back to the real world, because everybody's still going to think he could beat Chrissy, because who the fuck is going to believe the upside down shit? Like, no one except for them, but whatever. He's dead or whatever. And then we go to Max, and then it's like, Max is not dead, but she low-key is a little bit, like, she can't see nothing. There's blood come out her eyes. She can't feel nothing. And then she just stopped breathing. And so we're assuming that she's dead or whatever. And then Elle, because Elle is still in her mind, she's just looking, she's like, fuck no, my bitch is not going to die. I already feel guilty. So she used her powers to sort of bring her back, I guess. And that's just where they leave it. Not really leave it, but they're like 2 days later, yada, yada, yada. And so basically the whole town is like, it was a huge ass earthquake. We know and they know it was not no damn earthquake. But they have to say that because nobody knows about the upside down for real. But they're just like, it's an earthquake, yada, yada, yada. They think that Eddie's missing. They think he died in the earthquake or whatever. So nobody's really looking for him anymore. And, yeah. So, and also Joyce and Hopper and them, Yuri finally got the plan working. The Russian and him had a heart-to-heart. So they are on their way to Hawkins at this time. And so they're so Nancy and them, they're about to go to the shelter or whatever they're sheltering the people to give stuff, and guess who pulls up? Mike and Ellen them. There's like a whole family reunion. Everybody tells each other what happened, and then they're like, where's Max? And they have to go to the hospital because Max is in a coma and shit. Like, she is looking real iffy for her, they're saying, because she had died and come back to life, and she was died for so long before she was brought back to life. It was sort of like, they were like, it's a miracle, but everybody there knew it was Elle. And so she was just in a coma, and everybody's really sad about that. Elle was like really messed up and sad about it because she felt like she should listen to Papa, and she felt like she wasn't ready. Because if she was ready, then she would have saved Max and Eddie, but if it looks like she wasn't. So she's in her room crying and shit. And guess who also pulls up? Hopper and Joyce and them. So she's so happy because remember, she thinks Hopper's dead. Everybody thinks Hopper's dead, but that's her daddy, you know? So she was happy. He made her feel better. Everybody's having a whole family reunion or what have you. And then it starts freaking snowing. And mind you, remember, it's spring break time, so it shouldn't be snowing. So everybody's like, what's going on? It's like weird white snow. So they go and look outside, and like some miles away, close but not that close, everything's red and fired up, and you realize it's freaking Vecna, and it's the upside down, and he's still trying to take over. Because mind you, he almost had his 4 people to take it upside down when Max died, but Elle brought her back, so that shit canceled. But shit is still fucked up. And that's really how they left it. So I'm guessing there's gonna be like another season, or maybe there's gonna be more episodes. But like, I feel like if there was more episodes, they would have put it. But I also thought that this was the last season, so I'm sort of confused. Is there going to be one more season? Maybe I don't know all the info, and there is supposed to be one. But they left everything on hella cliffhangers, so I was not really fucking with that. Because we're gonna have to wait another 15 fucking years before another season, if there is one. But yeah. That's my overview. I give this season, if this is the end of the season, I give this season a good 10 out of 10. I loved it. Every time the season gets better and better. But yeah, that's my overview, review, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.